Hey everybody, welcome to CurtDogg's Classics. I'm your host CurtDogg, of course, and this is a segment at the end of the GoNintendo podcast where I talk about some of my favorite Nintendo songs of all time, some of my personal memories either with the game or with the song, and hopefully invoke some memories from you guys as well. Now I want to take you back to the mid-90s where you could just say that the Super Nintendo was a big part of my life. I mentioned in the first episode that I was just super excited to get it, back in 1992, and I was just a big fan of anything Nintendo related. Now, back then I didn't have like a subscription to Nintendo Power or EGM or any of those magazines back in the day. So my main way of knowing what games were coming out was either a commercial, I'd see it in the rental store, or, Target had these kiosks by the game section where they have a TV set up and a little touchpad on there. And each of these buttons represented, a certain game, and it would give like a little preview of that game, either a trailer or a promotional video for the game. And there was one day where I saw a button for Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy's Conquest, and just say I was really, really excited. Unfortunately, the machine wasn't working that day, so I had no idea what this game would even look like, until like a couple weeks later when it was working again when it went to the Target. So I was just absolutely obsessed with getting that game. Now, we didn't really have like a ton of money growing up, so I would just be really lucky to get a game like that. Because the games I played, I just played them over and over and over again, and I know like a lot of the games I had growing up like the back of my hand. So, getting that game for Christmas was just a huge deal because my parents just had like a really, really hard time finding it, but it was well worth it because it was one of my favorite games of all time and it had one of the best soundtracks of all time, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, the soundtrack was just so ambient and it just fit with every single level and was just a natural part of the game. But there was one song in particular I was really fond of because it was just so different from everything else. Like, I just started that level, and there it was. It just clicked instantly. I'm pretty sure that was the only level that song was really used in, unless I'm mistaken. I haven't played the game in a while, but yeah, I'm talking, of course, about Rattle Battle, the song that plays during the stage where you get to play through the whole stage as Rattly the Snake, which is actually one of my favorite stages because I love that snake and I love that song in turn. So I'm going to leave you guys with Rattle Battle from Donkey Kong Country 2. Later days.